Hey, what's up there? Just doing a Patreon box opening for a client of mine who's a donator and been following me for a little while, commenting on my videos, lurking in my subs. So, he wanted some packs opened. So got this together. And here we are. There's 24 packs in here. He paid for half. This will be his half. So set this aside for him and get to it. See what Christopher got out of this. So, all right, nothing to it but to do it. Oh, we love that sound and that smell. Ooh, that smell. Hey, prismatic piper. Crimson Fleet Commander. I like being the Monarch. There's so much good draft possibilities in this set. I was watching a video earlier, a guy drafting. And there's just so many different opportunities and ways to go. But you really do got to figure out what you want to do with your commander quick, or you're in trouble. Ninth Bridge Patrol. We'll move through the commons quicker. A little bit of mill going on. They did the most common themes, of course, and they give you the commander draft overview with this set, which is pretty helpful and fascinating. And it would be great to draft this non-COVID times. All the regular themes there if you want to pause on that part and check it out. So, Silverback Shaman, a little mana ramp, armillery here. All the necessary things in Commander, but in a draft format at 60 cards. Useful. Let me just keep all of these. Then each other player draws a card drawn this way, deals 5 damage. Okay, fun. Volcanic Torrent. Deals X damage each creature plays with plunge score, X the number of spells you've cast. Cascade and Storm combined. Demonic Lore. Draw 3. Lose 2 life for each card in your hand. A little Hellbent over there. I can run that with my Malfagor. Rakdos discard. Spectator Seating. We love extra mana options, so to speak. I don't know if you choose that early, but whenever more pirates you control deal damage. Pirates is a fun one. Got to work on that. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on them and create green elves. You got your Golgari Elves theme going on with a foil fleshbag Marauder. Got the rare there was the land, interestingly enough. But in Commander, those are very useful. These cards are so slick and smooth and wonderful. 3 minutes in and I've opened the pack. I should get to another one, or my Patreon Chris is going to be unhappy. Okay. Runaway Together, some control, equipment. Boros equipment's a great thing. Some artifacts. Of course, there's angels. I mean, who doesn't want angels? Moss Diamond. These are really nice. Good to see them back into the rotation. Sanitarium Skeleton. Number of creatures you control. Seraph of Dawn. Sisei's Ring. The ramp is... These are all just cards you'll use in so many different places. It's great to get stuff out of these and be like, I'll use this in that commander deck, that commander deck, that commander deck. Ooh. Oh, buddy. That's a good card. Search your library for a card and show it. Okay. Nostro, Voice of the Craigs, 4 for a 3/3. Tap, choose one. X is the number. So Storm seems to be a thing you can do here. Kolfner, the last to you. When he dies, there's some tricks with this. I was reading about a lot of just fun little synergies you can do with, walls and different things. Corpse Churn. Mill 3, return a creature. Okay. The Vampiric Tutor was the hit there. I'm sure Mr. Donahue will be happy about that. Let's go. Man, so many packs to open and get to here. Let's do this. Pirates, we love it. Death Touch, draw a card. Okay. I like card advantage when it comes with killing something. Forceful Denial. I ain't going to get that mana drain, but I can do this. Counter Spell and Cascade. Cascade is complicated for me in instants and sorceries and spell. It's just hard to project what you're going to get. That variance is so hard. Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. Slap that on your commander. The Monarch, where you draw a card, I believe, at the end of your turn if you're the Monarch. So you know you're going to usually get a chance to do this, unless, I don't know if somebody can steal the Monarch during your turn with a spell. You have to pay attention and see if that's a real thing. Diamonds are a real thing. Soldiers, 1/1 counters are a thing. 8 mana in a commander game, that's a thing. Hey, a Terramorphic Expanse, which is similar to the Evolving Wilds. Exile creature enchantment. 2/2 first strike can't attack. I love that kind of like similar to the goad mechanic. Or is I have an Advocate, 3 for a 1/4, 1/1 counters. If a player does, that player can. Okay, again, more little control. Make people attack, but not you. 5 for a 3/3 Death Touch, non-elf. Okay, I can. Golgari else is gonna love it. Hey, little Rakdos Ravnica going on here. Sack a permanent, put a 1/1 on it. When it dies, you'll think on your target. Make that work. Kind of a. I don't know if that'd be. I want that to be my commander. If you would scry, draw. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Wild Heart Invoker. Well, there's the 8 mana to give something. I don't know if I've ever been less excited about a foil, to be honest. 8 mana to give 5/5. I mean, if you've got a Voltron commander, you want to slap through for that extra damage, sure, go for it. That's the way to do it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Some artifacts, do something, kill something, remove a permanent. The 1/1 counter seems to exist across a couple of different, it's listed as white and green, but I noticed it's in there in the black as well, which I guess fits in with the tokens and things like that. Discard and draw. Scry. 1 counter on each creature for 4. I believe there's one for 6 that puts 2 on them in green. 8 to deal 3 damage. Elf Warriors with, maybe you do Elf Warriors with counters. The possibilities are endless. Non-pirates. Oh, you gotta love this. Creature's power 3 or greater, goodbye. More that's like an elf pack. Choose a player, add a mana. You can bargain with your friends there. The Colossus with the Cascade, Storm Tamer's Protection, Faith Fetters, great draft card. Oh, life gain's not really a theme in this, I don't believe. No. X damage divided as you choose, or X series power among creatures you control. Yeah, come on now, this is green. That number might as well be 1,000. Archon of Coronation. You become the monarch, damage doesn't cause you to lose life. You got to hold on to that monarchy, but that's pretty sweet. 5 to create. There we go with a white-black tokens. Singer the Dark Baron. Okay, he's a rare. Put 2 1/1 counters on him. Whenever a player loses the game, you gain life. Okay. Figure out when somebody's ending the game and take advantage. Sailor Amines. Little artifact ramp pirate. Again, so useful. Wicked-looking golem here. That might be one of my favorite golems of all time. It looks really interesting. Spontaneous Mutation. Minus X, minus 0. You know, weakens it for a minute. I don't know if that's the way you really want to go. When it attacks your block, each player draws a card, a group hug, be friends with everyone. Not my style. I'm more the Nicol Bolas pirate type here. Give me what I want. Can't block when it attacks Scry. I like that. Milling, self-mill. I don't know how deep the graveyard control or the graveyard usage is in the set. I see it, but I don't know. It'd be hard to build that. I think. Pay 3. Can't attack or block. Return to your hand. Repetitive control. Can block additional creatures. Create a couple of zombies. I don't know if zombies isn't really a theme here. But I guess with the tokens in white-black it is. Yeah. 6 for the 6/9 trample. Exile 2 cards from graveyard. That can be arranged. Monarch. It means draw a card at the end of your turn. So at least it's got that going for it as soon as you play it. 2/2 flying. Turn into an angel. Slaughter the Strong. You could do this with your tokens in your 1/1 counter decks while you're small. Nice. A little landfall. Kind of. Brings a Bright Earth. When you activate an ability, if it isn't a mana ability, you can pay 2. If you do, copy it. Strionic Resonator. Everybody wants to make that deck where you're just adding copies of spells on top of copies of spells. Someday, I'm going to put that together. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, pay 2. When you do, it fights. Well, it deals its damage. It doesn't even have to fight. Even better. Toggle the Goblin Weaponsmith. Enter the land. Create a car's equipment. Sack. Create deal 2 damage. Okay, some artifact in this. Good looking card. Open the armory. Search for one. Oh, search for an equipment available. Put it in your hand all day. I see the rare there was the Rings of Bright Earth. Yeah, the one I was reflecting on, copying it. I showed it twice to copy its coolness. Right. Continue here. Keep on a decent clip. We're at 9.5 minutes. Okay. Well, you got to have cards in your deck, right? 2/1 flying as long as attacking. Okay, I want my mana. Like my treasure tokens. The Encore ability. Exile from your graveyard. For each opponent, create a token. Copied and attacking. I guess you get some treasure tokens multipliers off of that if you're attacking 3 different people. Gale Strike. Tap a creature, draw a card. Creature opponent controls gets -1/-1. That'll hit some things. You'd be surprised. Love flashing in the Death Touch, killing something. Mana. Become Monarch with the Death Touch. Having the Death Touch might dissuade attacks against you, which might allow you to keep the Monarchy more. Everybody seems to like this card. Very flexible. Fits in with a lot of themes, as I was saying. Gotta get our mana. Dies, return artifact from graveyard. Okay. Give me my Blightsteel Glasses back. Too bad he ain't here. Draw 2, then discard 2. Unless you can discard an artifact. Victimize 2 creatures in your graveyard. Sacrifice creature. Return them to the battlefield tap. Phenomenal. I love that ability. Rather than take them in my hand, put them on the battlefield. Let them do their thing right away. Give me that Monarch type of deck. I don't know if anybody makes a deck where they just try to become the Monarch. XX, its greatest power among other creatures you control. Slap some trample in there. You get some commander damage going. The Kessig Trapper. Could hang out with the Bear Claw. Why not? Tap, add an amount of red. Equal the greatest power among creatures you control. So I'm going to boost something. And then tap to add red to have more mana to boost something again. Little mana dork. That Monarch token that we're going for here. It's still there. Still smells good. Sling some spells. Give me that unblockable all day. Put that on my commander and then boost them. Of course I want your creatures. Bring them to me. When artifacts put in the graveyard, he gets 2/0. I like discard, slow him down a little bit. Creatures can't be blocked. Knightsbridge Patrol. Vigilance Reach. Artifacts cost 1 less. Destroy a non-black creature. You gotta get stuff in your graveyard. Black and blue can do that. Artillery Sphere. 3/3 trample and can't attack you. We like that. All creatures can attack your opponents with ability at haste. Sure, encourage them to go at one another. Again, I like those mechanics that keep the game moving. You may enter the battle with a copy of your permanent entered this turn. For 6, that is a real heavy price. I'm not sure about that. Tormod the Desecrator. When one or more cards leave your graveyard. Okay, now I see a graveyard thing going on there. The Caller of Wirewood, tap at a green. When you spend it to cast a spell to 6 greater, draw a card. Green likes to do that. We like to encourage it. Paying 4, give us those 1/1 counters, let us work on our themes. All right. Well, that's just keep it moving here, I guess. We're at 12.5. Trailblazer. Menace. Pirate. Doom Traveler. We know how he goes with that. White and black. I don't know about the 8 to deal 3 damage. I mean, at a point it could be useful for your shaman theme, I guess. Preordained. Scry 2, draw a card. A little opt-ish action. X1 counters. Creatures you control vigilance on the turn. I'm a little down on anything that's only till the end of the turn. Unless you got the right attack going on. I feel like you're overpaying for that. Take our elves and put some 1/1 counters on them. White staple. Again, cards you'll be using outside of this deck and other places. Taps you the player add one. I'll add one myself. Maybe my friend. Yeah, here you go. You got to give them to somebody else to draw 2 cards. Okay. Scry 3, reveal the top, draw cards. There's mana cost. Yeah, with my green-blue type of stuff. Noxious Dragon. Destroy. Okay, we always want to destroy things. Never rolls disc. Oh, what a fun card. Looking at the old school. It's a little more colorful this time around, but just as useful. Artifacts you control, protection from each command, custom artifacts you control. Get your artifacts going. Sure. The Kobold Warrior partner, first strike menace trample. Throw some equipment on him, obviously. Natural mecha level. Destroy an artifact or enchantment. We're going to do that in Commander quite often. All right. 4 packs left. So we're 2/3 of the way. That Vampire Tutor was a real hit, but we'll keep things coming and see what else we got in here. Crow of Dark Tidings. Yeah, get your mill going. Rummage with your goblin. More mill. Destruction. Pirate Cascade. Mana. Draw a card and lose a life. I'll pay the price to get him on the battlefield. 2 damage each non-pirate. I wish it was 3 damage, but still get your hits with that. Same with that. 5 to an Encore. Bring it back and attack. Can't be blocked with creatures power of 2 or less and a power of 7. That's going to hit some things. Thorn of the Black Rose. Force of 1/3 death touch. Give me the Monarch. Maelstrom Golem Colossus. Add a mana of any color. Second, draw a card. Creatures you control get 1/1 in vigilance. And okay. Sifter Worm, scry 3 to reveal the top, gain life eater with mana. If you're working the life game, why you just get your bigger stuff out? Sure. When he enters the battlefield under your control, tap a creature. That creature doesn't tap as long as you control the Merchant Raiders. Tap to put a 1/1 counter on a creature for each elf you control. Now you're talking my speed here. Kanji the Sky Warden, your white-blue flying. Haven't seen it so much in these packs, but it's always a strong theme. Amarut the Lustrous, or opponent is better from the core of the top card of your library. If it shows a card type, put it in your hand. Maybe going white, blue, green creatures flying. Ghost of Ramadas de Pietro. Okay, him and his Ghost of the Text. When he deals combat damage to a player, choose a card in the graveyard that was discarded or put there from a library this turn. I don't know what you're discarding or putting in your graveyard, but I'm sure somebody smarter than me is going to master that ability. So, if I were drafting here, I could see the numerous possibilities. So can the Overseer. Let's see. Omen Speaker. Yeah, Scry, give me what I need. Like 1/1 counters and reach. Return a tap creature that's on your hand and draw a card. Slow them down. You're going to do -1/-1. I'm going to hit something small. Create a treasure. Lots of ways to get mana. Control. I mean, nothing like OP so far, you know? It is one thing about the draft format. No matter what you put together, you still got to get it. And it's 60 cards, not 40. We do want to return our artifacts. We do want to mill people. Now there's you can use with that Di Pietro guy who puts people, you can return the card to your hand, but I don't know if you want to mill and do that. I don't know. Your equipment, 4/0 and trample. Slap that onto a big boy. With equipment, you know, that cascade could be quite nice. Slap another equipment on a battlefield. The more cards in, and you draw cards equal to the difference. Time that right, significant advantage. Be the Monarch. Make a mill. Sweet. Gotta keep the Monarch. 3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you can attach any number of orders and equipment to a permanent. Well, yeah, my Voltron Commander, that's what I'm running. Maybe that Kobold Warrior. Whenever commander controls deals damage to one, and deal that to each other opponent. Oh. I want a Voltron equipment this all day. When he dies, return an artifact. And a Prismatic Pipe. First time we've seen him. You know, it just kind of helps fit in with your themes, I guess. I never really understood how the partner mechanic was working in Commander. A lot of people don't like it. I'm one of them. Flying as long as you're attacking. Gifted Life. Treasure tokens. You can get a lot of, seem to be these tokens to get the mana going in red a little bit more than you would expect. Draw 4, discard 2. Howling Golem. Denizen. Ambush Vipers on the Death Touch. Marble Diamond's useful. Look at top 4, put 2 in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. Be the Monarch, draw a card. When there's a battlefield, search for a land, put it on the battlefield, all day. Path of Ancestry, you know what? Search for a basic land, okay. Path of Ancestry, we're gonna scry. When it dies, return an artifact. Target artifact from home artifact creature base power 5/5 as long as it's on the battlefield. Cast down. Beautiful card. Non-legendary creature though. You gotta use that wisely in this set. Search for a forest, put it on the battlefield. Okay, uncommon rarity. Hellkite Courser. We got a mythic thing going on here. When there's a battlefield, you may put a commander you own from the command zone onto the battlefield, and it gains haste. Return to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step. Again, I want to do the Voltron and surprise him with it. Fascinating. 3 for the 1/3. Tap, sack 3 artifacts. Look at the top 3. Put 2 in your hand. Hefty price for putting things in your hand. The Celebrant of Bounty. 3/1 Cascade, special card 6 or greater have Cascade. There was the other green card that allowed you to draw a card, I think it was, if you cast something with 6 or greater. You always want to go big and green. When it dies, draw a card. And you're going to encore for 7, hopefully attack 3 other opponents and draw 3 cards. One more pack. Let's see what we got going. A Dragon Egg, Spontaneous Mutation, 3 tap sack, destroy an artifact or enchantment. Yes, and with the artifact return that we saw going, but that seemed to be mostly in black and blue, but you want to get this artifact back in your hand and use it again. You'd always have a target in commander. Can't block, draw a card. Surprise him again. I want to do the Voltron and just surprise people with my commander damage. If you control an artifact, draw a card. Kill those non-elves. Create a soldier. Add some mana, get some mana, 1/1 counters, Charcoal Diamond. Sack a creature to scry. Draw a card, take one, add a color, become the monarch, which means draw a card at the end of your turn, so you know you're getting that out of it. Search your library for more equipment, reveal and put it in your hand. Okay, okay. Enters the battlefield with 2 1/1s. Pay 1, discard a card, put a 1/1 on it. I don't want to discard my cards unless I have the other guy that lets me return a card that was discarded this turn, but that's a difficult combo to set up here in Commander. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with a 1/1 counter. That's what I'm talking about. Armored Sky Hunter. When it attacks, look at the top 6, put an aura equipment from among them on the battlefield. If the equipment is put on the battlefield this way, you can attach it to a creature. Again, I'm going to sneak in that Voltron damage. That's what I'm doing around here. The Ghost of Ramirez Di Pietro. Choose a card in the graveyard so you can mill and return some sort of abilities. Flesh that out. 5 for the 1/6 flash flying. Cast your first spell during each opponent's turn. Look at the top 2 of your library. Put one in your hand, the other in your graveyard. Well, I want to play him in my Muldrotha. Haven't seen him, though. Oof, this is a pretty one. Liesa. Shroud of Dusk. 5 for a 5/5. Rather than pay 2 colorless, pay 2 life that many times. Well, you're going to cheat your stuff out. Cool. Whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life. Sure, I want everybody to lose their 2 life. That's a pretty way to end this list here for my Patreon, Christopher. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the format. Can't wait to get to this after, COVID times are over. Hope you enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it, yes.